We've been talking about the failure of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for quite some time, specifically when it decided to become the MCU instead of the MCU. And really, the Marvels is the culmination of all of that. A cringe girl power movie that was a massive box office flop. And when you look at Marvel, they've got another one on the way. Granted, this one's being made by Sony instead of Disney, but Madam Web already looks to be a colossal disaster as well. If you thought it was over, if you thought failures like Echo, the streaming series Echo, or the Marvels, if you thought that was the last we've seen of cringe girl power shows or movies, you would be wrong, because there's something else that's been delayed multiple times that virtually no one is interested in, that people know is going to be a massive disaster because this character failed in the comic books over and over again. Well, they're still going forward with it. Ironheart star responds to concerns of her Iron Man replacement hero. That's right, Dominique Thorne as Ironheart, being introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, a character that was unnecessary and cringe and stupid that nobody wants to see. Don't worry, they're still moving forward with it. Ironheart star confirms major update on MCU series after multiple delays. Ironheart gets a huge and exciting update from the star of the MCU series, Dominique Thorne. Marvel's Ironheart Disney Plus series has officially concluded filming. Now, my understanding is that it actually concluded filming a long fucking time ago, and is likely so much of a mess that they've just continued to push it back and push it back and push it back. But this was fairly recently, according to Deadline. You get this little snippet.
Everything has concluded. Yeah,
Okay.
indeed. Yeah, I mean, I can say strap in, get ready. It will be a ride, much like they all are. It is an epic journey, and one that I'm very excited to share.
Dominique Thorne's going to be like 30 years old by the time this actually sees the light of day. Yeah, it's done filming. It's exciting. We're moving forward with it. We can't wait. This is, again, a character, just like we've seen so often in Marvel. What they decided to do is the same failures they made in the comic books. Get rid of all these other legacy heroes, put women in those roles instead, and then they fail. You know, the series fails, the comic fails, it has to get rebooted because nobody cares about them, yet they will refuse to actually admit that they failed. They decided to bring so many of those characters directly into the MCU, skipping over a line of other actual worthy characters that people are interested in the process. And man, if you don't think that this is going to be a disaster of epic proportions, do you remember some of the casting that they bragged about for this series, how excited they were? Marvel Studios' first trans masculine TV actor speaks out on major role. One of the first trans actors to play a character on an MCU Disney Plus offerings talked about the importance of his part. I'm quoting there because that's what this article says. As far as LGBTQ plus representation goes, Marvel Studios has steadily been gaining some solid momentum. It's weird that as the focus on diversity and representation has increased, their success levels have decreased, whether it's box office, whether it's streaming, whatever. Interesting how that works. They're inversely proportional. I wonder why that is the case. Well, don't worry. Marvel Iron, it's coming soon, guys. It's concluded filming. We're ready to bring it to you. They're not going to cancel it. And any hopes that people had that this series would never see the light of day, apparently, just like Echo, you focus, you virtue signal too hard, you focus on diversity too much, so you can't actually cancel it, even though everyone knows it's going to be another nightmare. A character that was rejected time and time again, that nobody wants. A character that when she did debut in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, everyone thought it was cringe as fuck. Don't worry. Ironheart series still going full speed ahead for the MCU.